Hello and welcome back. If you've been here before, my name is Stasi, and if you have not, nice to meet you. Hamachi, you can't hear her, but she's just a buzzing right now. So usually you see Cheese Cat. Cheese May is the naked one, and this is Hamachi, being a cat. And she's just buzzing away. So this is actually not like her norm. She's usually pretty quiet. And sitting next to you counts as cuddling. She's not like a super snuggly cat. So this is nice. No, she's going to leave hair all over me in my black cardigan, and that is fine. I didn't post last week. I know I had said, like, I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to have half of this cardigan done. I'm going to whatever. And it was Thanksgiving last week. And I am a nurse, and we do holiday pods. So for us, excuse me, instead of being like, well, especially working nights where it's not like one day, so we do pods. So we work the day before, the day of, and the day after. So I worked Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we do this so that it's not like, well, I worked Wednesday night, but 7 hours of my shift was on Thursday. So technically I worked Thanksgiving, but other people are like, well, I worked on Thursday night, which is Thanksgiving, but you only worked 5 hours of the actual calendar day. It's a thing. So we just do the pods. So Thanksgiving was my holiday this year. Next year it'll be Christmas. The year after it'll be New Year's, which is great because you work the day before, the day of, and the day after, and you can plan accordingly. It sucks because you miss time with your family, but I mean, it's healthcare. It is what it is. So I did bring my camera with me, and I was like, I'm gonna film in my car or something. No, 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 no. Anyways, I did the crochet bug like bit me really hard. So one, I always wait. This is like completely not craft related, but I refuse to decorate for Christmas before December, just because I refuse. It is spooky season until December, and then it can be mostly Christmas and a little spooky as well. So I'm going to just show you, we have a little tiny tree here, which we used to have up when Boy Child was a terror. And then those are pictures from my husband's cameras. I don't know if I showed you, but that's a camera he made, taking pictures of the other cameras. There's one on each thing. So those are pictures he made. But so here's non-op cameras, little cross stitch ornament. That's from last year. And then here's our like Christmas stuff. More cross stitch. It's a Yule pillow, which is cute. I got these in an exchange, which are really cool. I'm not going to use them as cup holders or coasters. We're going to have them as decoration. This is New Year's after we first met. This is the first Christmas. So we'd been like dating for like 3 weeks. Oh, there's too much shadow. Whoop! You can't see. Disregard. That's me at our wedding, nursing my son, and then that's my family. So I also put up a garland wreath thing, a wreath and a garland, if you will. So that is that. The Christmas tree is downstairs. The way our upstairs is set up, there's just not room for it up here because we have this big sectional. So it used to be up there. This is the house I grew up in. So it used to live in this corner, and then it was in that corner. And then the year that we were moving everything out, it was in a back bedroom. But with the way we have everything set up now, there's a parrot in that corner. This is a sectional. There's a bookcase in the one behind you, and then the TV right here. So there's not really a good place up here for it. So our Christmas tree is downstairs. And that's fine. It works out for us. Craft wise, okay, so the royal we, I like to use that a lot. I got the stitchy bug. I've just been wanting to crochet a whole bunch. So I know I had said my goal was to have half of the hexie cardi done, and I've got more than that. So here's one half, and then I started the sleeve. Girl Child said she wanted like a baggy sleeve the whole way down. I don't necessarily believe that. So with this one, I did the hexie, and then when I folded it, I just started going around to make the sleeve, and then I will seam this, the top part, when I'm done with the sleeve, and I can use the same color for both of them. One moment. I'm so sorry, someone rang the doorbell, even though we have no soliciting sign. Go figure. So what I did is I worked this up, and then when I made it as wide or as big as it was going to be, then instead of continuing, I just went around this way and then joined it here so that now it's a sleeve. This part is not seamed yet. I wanted to finish the sleeve and then do the exact same thing with the second one before I seamed it so that it'd be like the color gradient would be the same. So here we are where there's the body and starting the sleeve. And then this one actually worked up really fast. Once like I decide to do things, I'm very good about it. It's just getting there. I'm sure my husband hates it because I can be, I don't know. I always ask him if he thinks I'm ADHD and he's like, I don't know enough about it. And I'm like, you can just admit it, it's fine. So the other one I have one more row, I think, actually. I just have one more round on this one and then I can start the sleeve. And then I can work them simultaneously just because I don't want to do a decrease on the more finished one and then forget to do it on the other one. I want to work them at the same time just so that I can make sure that I'm doing the same and not try to remember what I was doing later. It's fairly easy to read your stitches in crochet, but also like I would just rather do them concurrently, and that's okay. So if we look at them, the one is done to here where my pinky is, and the other one is obviously a few inches short. That's the sleeve, and then it has another round that it needs to have done at the top, well, all the way around. But we're getting there. So maybe, not maybe, that will definitely be finished by next week when I check in. So making good progress on that. And this yarn, it's the Caron Colorama Halo. I love it. I made a sweater for my friend Mary out of this, and it is so like soft and squishy, and I love it. So Girl Child has a smaller one. I had made her, it's like a little like shorty, like croppy one, and I had made one for myself out of the leftovers from hers, and it's also shorty croppy, but I don't love it for me because it's basically like this. So I think I'm gonna get another cake of that same color and then work it around the bottom. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a different video. I will have it all set up, but I think I'm going to make it into like a pullover shirt instead of like a little shruggy thing. Okay, I finally got this framed. Oh my gosh, the reflection is so terrible. But I finally got that framed. I had to order a bigger frame. I don't know if you remember, but in my framing video, it was just too tight. It would have cut some off. So I had to get one that was like an inch bigger, and now it's perfect and I'm excited, and I can't decide if I want to hang it in the plant room or if I want to put it downstairs. If I do end up putting it downstairs, it'll probably wait until January, February. I need to do a big like pull everything out and completely redo it, but we need to get through the holidays first. We need to do that. Cross stitch wise, I said I was going to finish this page. I didn't. Honestly, you are so rude. So I have not been in a stitchy mood, but so I've done quite a bit. I've done a couple of hours. You are so rude. Stop it. I've done a couple hours worth. So I have a little bit to fill in here and here that are different colors. And then all of these like gappy things right here are going to be this like really light color. So this chunk it's almost done. We're so close. So definitely we'll have that done by next week. It'll happen. I just have been wanting to crochet instead of cross stitch, and honestly I did not very much last week at all because the holiday and working and sleeping, and I just didn't. I got leftovers. Can I tell you how sad it is when you think you are about to take a big bite of mashed potatoes and the mashed potatoes are parsnips? You're not helping. Also, let me tell you about my morning yesterday. So yesterday, Boy Child is like, my stomach hurts. And I'm like, are you hungry or do you need to poop? And he's like, probably hungry. So he eats breakfast. And at 7:05, it's always, hey, kids, brush teeth, go poop. Like, whatever you need to do. We have to leave in 15 minutes. 5 minutes later, he's running to the bathroom. Like, I gotta poop. And I'm like, you should have done that 5 minutes ago. Whatever, we get out the door on time. My car battery is dead. I apparently left the light on. So my car battery is dead. My mom lives 1 mile away, and I'm like, Mom! So she comes, she saves the day. My neighbor actually let me use her car to take the kids to school, and then my mom jumps my car, and everything's great. I go to boot camp, I go do stuff. I hermit. I didn't want to do anything yesterday. So it's fine. This morning, minus the pooping thing, same thing. We get out the door. engine is dead. I didn't charge the car enough. I didn't drive enough, so it wasn't holding a charge. So I had to call my mom to save the day again. So again, luckily she lives literally 1 mile away. So she swooped in. I took the kids to school, and then I sat in my car while I let her battery charge mine so I could go. So I've already made multiple trips today. I have another one. I have to go teach a class tonight. So hopefully this does not repeat tomorrow. Cross your fingers for me. I might actually cry. Cool. So I don't know if I had started. I don't think I'd started. I was excited to show you last week that I had started my squares for the like retro daisy Afghan. So I am excited. I think I had showed you like the yarn I had set aside for it. Let me set that aside. I started, and I picked a couple of colors. So like I did these ones, and then I think I'd done these ones too. And then I was like, oh, hey, boy, child. Oh, I think I picked these ones also. And then I was like, boy, child, girl, child, husband. Like each of you gets to pick 2 colors so I can flip flop. I can invert them. So this is girl child's. This one is Ryan's, and it screams Patrick Star to me. And then this was boy child's. So none of them, like, here, let me just kind of lay them out next to me. None of them, like, they don't go, which is fine. They're not supposed to. It's a scrap project. But it screams like Lisa Frank meets Bikini Bottom to me, and it is just tickling me. So that's what we have so far. Like, I really just wanted to make squares. So they all have a ton of ends to be woven in, which I'm not excited about. There's like 5 to 6 ends per thing. There's 12 squares. So there are 12 squares. And I think I'm going to make 42 total. It's going to be 6 by 7 for the blanket, 6 rows by 7 rows. And it'll be almost the exact same size as the other one, the other granny square one I made, which I'm giving to this friend's husband. So it'll be like a his and hers, if I can get it done on time, Christmas present. Will I? The world may never know. But as of right now, maybe, depending on how much time I devote to it and all of that. I'm excited. It's been really fun. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm going to continue with letting everybody but me pick the colors, just because I get too in my head about it and I don't want to do that. So I might just keep letting them pick colors. So I have 30 more to do, so that'd be 5 more rounds. So maybe I'll weave in all the ends, make all my centers, because I want the centers to be yellow, and this is the other scrap yellow I have. I don't have more of that other like more buttery yellow. So I'll use this bright ass yellow. Maybe I'll make some tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, who knows. But I have 12 done, which means I need to make 30 more, which means that if I do 2 batches of 15, but I want it to be an even number. So maybe I'll do 16 and then 14. It's not a science. I can do what my heart tells me. Let the wind take me where it will. That was so awkward trying to say. Anyways, so goals. I will finally finish that page on the bear. I'm going to finish this sweater, and I'm going to have a really good week. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.